Hi guys, my name is Luke and I'm one of the many awesome software engineers at Gravitywell. Today I'm going to talk to you about software engineering, understanding the engineering process. Firstly, I want to explain a couple of core concepts that I hope will help you understand what software engineering processes try to achieve. Verification and validation. Now this is one of the most important principles for many engineering processes. This principle helps ensure the goals of the original requirements set out by the client are reached by the end of the engineering lifecycle. Verification and validation ensures, are we building the product right and are we building the right product? We can use the following 5 steps to help us conform to this. You need to have an understanding of the requirements. What is being asked? Analyze the requirements. Create specifications capturing the requirements. Plan and design the product and its services to get an understanding of how you are going to build it. Implement the plan by coding the project, running tests to make sure that it conforms to the design system and that it meets the expectations of the client. And finally, maintain it. This diagram is an iteration on the previous 5 steps, and it illustrates each of the verification and validation steps. On the left are the steps we can take to ensure that we build the product right, and on the right are the steps we can take to ensure that we build the right product. You can also see each verification step has a validation counterpart. For example, after coding the product, unit testing validates the module design, integration testing validates the architectural design, and so on. The next principle I want to talk to you about is understanding how to approach a problem. It is normal not to have the answer on how you are going to achieve the goals of the project. This section covers projects with complex requirements, projects with long-term schedules, and problems that teams and individuals face when trying to find a solution. Identify the problem. Focus on what is needed to move forward. Split up the problem. Break the problem down into more manageable chunks or components. If you're in a team, make it so that they can be allocated to your team members. Set goals for each individual allocated chunk of the problem. Look for solutions. Try other solutions. The first one may not work. Select a possible solution. Pick one that is most likely going to work. Implement the solution, and finally evaluate it. Did it work? If not, try the next best solution. With this approach, it's very important to fail fast and recover quickly. You don't want a solution to be the thorn in your side. You can also use this principle generally or with other processes, so keep it in mind. These principles and processes lead us on to the Agile Methodology of software engineering. This method is favoured by a lot of other companies, including Gravitywell. Now, there are many other methodologies such as waterfall and spiral, etc. However, the Agile methodology, I would argue, encapsulates all of the principles and processes mentioned so far. Similar to what I just went over on how to approach a problem, its purpose is to break down the requirements and goals of the project into sprints. This enables us to focus on the goals of individual sprints rather than all the requirements and goals of the project at once. You can see from the diagram above how this methodology works through each iteration of the project and how we can form verification and validation on each sprint. After a sprint, it is very beneficial to review the work done within it. By doing this, we can evaluate what went well, what didn't go so well, what might be changed in future iterations. Did we meet our goals? We can then take those learnings on to the next iteration of the project, which alone is extremely valuable for the overall process of the project. It is not rare for requirements to change over time. If requirements do change, and another advantage of this methodology is that teams can quickly respond to the changing requirements. I hope this has given you some insights into software engineering processes and how Gravitywell can take their clients' requirements and turn it into a product. If you want any more information, feel free to drop us a line.